Coming to paperback and e-readers from the author of the critically acclaimed book The Man Crisis comes The Woman Crisis. Learn why so many women are becoming lost in their quest to have it all in The Woman Crisis. Pre-order your copy of The Woman Crisis on Amazon.com today. One of my viewers sent me a link to a video of a black woman who felt she was too good for a date at Ihop. Now, as you watch this video, you're going to see a textbook example of the spoiled, entitled modern woman that many brothers wind up complaining about. Now, this video is being used under fair use of U.S. copyright law and is part of my commentary.
You are but you are an hour away. You are an hour away.
We're not going in.
What's wrong with IHOP? What's wrong with IHOP? This what we on? Like, what's the problem?
Stop. Put your phone down.
No, what's the problem? What's the problem?
You always want to stop.
Because women, listen, women like you always be talking about, y'all just pick me up. Y'all can pick the date. Just take me on a date. We finally take you all on dates.
What do you mean?
It don't matter. You always crying about going on dates. Why do it matter with a Wow, it's IHOP.
I'm not gonna walk in.
Wow, it's IHOP.
Take me home.
I'm not gonna take you home.
Take me home.
I done came all about an hour away from me. You think I'm gonna take you all the way back to the crib?
Well, catch me Uber then.
I'm not gonna. That's like $100. I'm not doing that. Listen, why would you saying? Listen, I'm taking you out on a date. It don't matter what.
Take me home.
Why do it matter where you eat at?
Walking in there, take me home. I'm not even playing.
Why do it matter? No, I'm gonna keep recording you because why do it matter where we eat at? Why do it matter where we eat at? Why the matter where we eat at? Why the matter where we eat at? Why the matter where we eat at? Bro, that's why I'm like you, bro. You so high class. Where you want to go? Where you want to go?
Blue Chris, Five Church, anything but here.
Okay, I can't afford all that.
Take me to Chick-fil-A, bro.
No, I can't afford all that. IHOP ain't bad.
You can't afford me.
To me, I can't afford you.
You should be trying to take girls out on dates if you're going to take me from IHOP. What is wrong with you?
Listen, you answer my DMs. What you talking about?
Okay.
And I said I was going to take you out.
I didn't think that we was coming here.
Oh my God.
Stop playing with me. Like,
so you ain't never ate at IHOP before?
No.
You ain't never ate at IHOP before? Stop
years and years.
That shit lame, man.
I didn't even know
that shit lame.
Exist. Like,
what you mean it don't exist?
Like on some real shit.
Like, look how you dress. You ain't even dressed like you ready to go to no kiss or shit like that. Like, you acting like you out here.
It don't matter what
like,
I have on.
It does. The way you acting, it does matter. The way you acting.
No, it doesn't.
Like,
I look good in whatever
I'm all in your DM. Like, take me on a date. Did I ask you where you want to go?
I'm not gonna dress up.
You said surprise me.
I'm not gonna put
you said surprise me.
And it's our first date. I don't know where you gonna take me. That's why I ain't dressed up. Cause this bullshit right here. Take me home.
You said surprise you. And listen, and look what I did. You ain't gotta put your hands on me.
Take me home.
I'm not gonna take you home. You're an hour away. You are hour, but you are an hour away. You are an hour away.
We're not going.
What's wrong with IHOP? What's wrong with IHOP? IHOP.
Stop playing with me.
What the wrong with IHOP? How? Because you want to get on bougie and shit, bro.
You trying to play.
You said surprise you. You said it don't matter where we go. Women, that's what I have. You ask women what the. It don't matter to me. You choose. Why you just can't be a man, bro? Leave my alone. Why you keep touching my? Because I'm not gonna take you to the crib. You live an hour away.
Take me home.
Yeah, this how women is. You DM them, ask them where to go. They don't tell you. You can call somebody. I don't give a. And I'm gonna go in there and enjoy IHOP. Nah, I'm gonna leave your ass out here and enjoy the. Because if you wanna be a mother. Lame ass and talk about some goddamn I ain't eating real quick. They ain't got the Papa Dolls. Give me this. I don't get none of that shit you talking about. It don't worry about nothing. Don't get FaceTime. FaceTime you need to FaceTime. It don't even matter. FaceTime you need to FaceTime. 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 It don't matter. Oh, you FaceTiming the whole nother?
Yeah.
You FaceTiming another? Oh, okay. That shit crazy. Well, maybe he can take it. Hey, bro, take her to Chris to Papa Dolls because she don't like IHOP. That shit crazy. No, it's fucking. No, where the man, see your location. You got a phone. You FaceTiming this shit. Bougie ass little girl talking about wherever you want me to take it. I'll take you somewhere you complaining. That shit crazy. The motherfuckers. I don't give a none of that shit.
I'm not gonna.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
So I'm not gonna send you.
Yeah, all right. I'm finna go in here and enjoy IHOP without you, sweetheart. Have a good day, love. Have a good day, love. It don't matter. I'm finna go enjoy IHOP without you. Yeah, I bet you don't care. Bougie ass. Have him come take your ass to Ruth Chris. Bougie ass. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my mother. I'm standing these motherfuckers. Oh God, man. Bro.
Now, in this video, this woman goes into a profanity-laced tirade all because this brother decided to take her to the Ihop for their date. Now, this whole behavior from this sister really shows the spoiled, entitled mindset of the modern woman and how they believe that they deserve better than what they actually should get. Now, this woman really isn't really, as I see it, serious about getting with this guy based on the way she's dressed, because if this woman were serious about getting with this guy, she would go out here to make a first impression on him to show that she's really interested in showing her character by the way that she's dressed. But this female decides to put on a halter crop top and some biker shorts and some slides to go out on a date with a dude. And again, that really shows that this woman never was really serious about getting with this brother, because when women are really interested in a guy, they're going to want to look their very best because they want to leave a first impression on that dude that, one, they respect that guy, and two, they respect themselves, and three, they're going to want to try to show their character through their actions and showing respect for this man by leaving a strong first impression on him. But this female really shows that she really isn't interested in trying to impress this man at all. No, she's just showing that she's just going through the motions, because that's what women do when they go out here dressing raggedy like this. I mean, this is how you dress when you're in the house, but this is not how you go when you're going out with a dude that you want to go out here and be serious about. So that really shows me right there that this woman never was really serious. The other thing that showed me that this woman really wasn't serious about having a relationship with this man, or even interested in trying to consider him for any relationship, was the fact that she didn't appreciate the effort that this man went to try to go and get with her. Now, this brother, as it was discussed in the video, he drove a long way, like over an hour, to come pick her up, and a little bit more time to go out here and take her to this IHOP. Now, that when a man goes out of his way like that, driving over an hour, it either means he's really thirsty, or it might mean that he's very interested. And again, guys who go out here and take their time like that, that again shows a lot of effort, and it shows that he really is going to go a long way for somebody. But this woman really didn't appreciate anything that this brother was doing for her, because her mind has basically been filled with all of these crazy ideas from your Madison Avenue and Hollywood. She's been possibly watching way too much Sex and the City, and she's thinking that she's going to get the same pampering and treatment that Carrie Bradshaw, or Carrie Bedsore as I call her, gets from Mr. Big. But she wants this guy to be her Mr. Simp, and she's thinking that this guy is supposed to go out here and sweep her off her feet, make a powerful first impression on her by taking her to the finest restaurant, when she's not even ready for the finest restaurant. And what she would have done would be embarrass this man if he was thinking about taking her someplace special on that first date. Because the way she's dressing is not really reflecting positively on this brother. No, the way she's dressing is really showing, again, that she has no respect for this brother. And if she has no respect for that brother, why should he take her to a fancy restaurant so that she can go out here and embarrass him by dressing all tacky like that? I mean, that's what the double standard here is, as I see it. You want this brother to take you to a fancy restaurant, but you don't see how you're reflecting on him, because if you're going out here looking all raggedy, what type of impression are you leaving on him as a reflection of him? That's a critical question this sister needs to ask herself, because again, you're coming out here in a spandex halter top and spandex shorts and some slides, with a purse and thinking this brother is supposed to go out here and take you on some dinner date to some fancy restaurant, when I believe he basically was going far above and beyond by taking you to this IHOP restaurant. Because, you know, this brother, he just taking her to a place that was, as I see it, within his means, and I think he went way beyond as related to things, because usually most brothers out here, if they saw a girl dressed like this, no, they're not even taking her to the IHOP, because they don't even want to be embarrassed by having somebody dressed like that with them. But, you know, some brothers will go out here and do anything, because a lot of these guys basically want to get into the skid mark thong, and they want to get their taste of the atomic waste. So this brother probably thought, hey, I'll just take this girl to this IHOP, and she'll be impressed enough to drop that skid mark thong and allow him to get the carbon rod into the atomic waste reactor. But this woman wasn't impressed by this, not understanding that she was getting far more than what she would get from a guy like me, because with a guy like me, all you gonna get is a slice of pizza and a Pepsi if I'm feeling like it, or in most cases, at best, you get some shrimp fried rice and some chicken wings from the local Chinese restaurant. No, IHOP is too good for this female as related to any sort of dinner date. And the whole thing is that this brother, what he was really trying to do was he was looking to try to get to know this woman, and what he found out was that this woman really wasn't interested in him as a person, and that she had some really tarnished character, because basically what this female was showing me in this video is that all she wanted to do was go out here and look to possibly use this guy to get some free dinner and some free drinks, and she was looking to try to go out here and hopefully trick this dude into going out here and giving her a free meal. And that's what she was looking for from this dude. She thought possibly this dude was real thirsty, and that she could go out here and take advantage of this dude and go out here and get that free dinner and free drink from him, go out here, flirt a little with him, and then hopefully get him all caught up in her spell, and then string him along, promising him that she may in the future drop the skid mark thong, and he would find, and hopefully one day, if he was a really good boy, he would get his taste of the atomic waste. She was looking to put this dude on her rotation, and she was looking to go out here and have him as one of the dudes to go out here and who would be out here looking to be part of her gynocentric harem. And she was looking to have this dude be a part of her harem so that she could have brothers on speed dial on the rotation. So if she was hungry and she wanted a meal, she could call up a brother, or if this guy wanted to take her someplace for rides. I mean, this is what they want. These females want in their harem. They want these emasculated guys to be on call to go out here and do things for them, and that's basically what she wanted this dude to do. But when she saw this brother coming out and taking her to IHOP, that's when she showed her true character, and that's when she started to get foul-mouthed and argumentative, because what she wanted to do was get the finer things in life at this brother's expense, not understanding that maybe this was the best that this brother could do, because a lot of brothers out here, they got a job, but they don't need to be spending all their money on a woman. No, what they want to do is go out here and just try to have a nice evening where they're going to get to know this female. But what happens is, because a lot of these women have been brainwashed by shows like Sex and the City or Girlfriends and many of these other Hollywood movies, they're sitting there thinking that there's going to be some simp charming who's going to come out here and look to give them the high life and take them to the 5-star Michelin restaurants where they can go out here and brag to their friends and take pictures of meals on IG and show out. but they don't understand that that a lot of brothers, they really want to just get to know a sister. They want to get to know and find out what she's like. And the irony is, this brother found out what this sister was like, and once he found out what this sister was like, he saw how ungrateful she was. And once he found out how ungrateful this female was, I really like what he did at the end of the video, and that was charge this female to the game. And again, that's what a man of character goes out here and does. If he sees that this woman is acting crazy and out of pocket and disrespectful in the first meeting, what he does is he winds up cutting his losses, and he winds up keeping it moving. And I really like the way this brother handled himself by saying, look, you want to go and don't want to go to the IHOP? I'm going to go to the IHOP. No, he went out here and said, look, you're not my main priority. I'm not going to simp for you and drive you wherever you want. No, I'm going to go out here, have myself a good time, go out here, have me some IHOP pancakes or some IHOP burgers, go out here and chill and enjoy myself. That is what a man goes out here and does when you're dealing with a disrespectful female. If a female gets disrespectful and doesn't want to have the good time that you are offering her, you just charge her to the game and you keep it moving, and you leave her right where you find her. And as this dude was walking away from this female, we see in the video that this female already had another dude on rotation, because after she had the argument with this dude, she was out here punching in a number for another dude to go out here and pick her up. And what that really again showed was this woman's character to this brother, and this brother soon found out that this female really was not anybody who was date material. No, she was just a meal and drink 304, and this meal and drink 304 was basically looking to fleece him for a meal and a drink, and hopefully was looking to try to make this guy turn from a simp into a trick. So that was her plan, but her plan got thwarted, and this brother, he's coming out of this on top, because instead of him getting played for that free meal, he's coming out of the deal with his dignity and his self-respect. Because when it comes down to these kind of situations, a lot of dudes go out here and cave into these kind of females, try to give them the evening that they want in the hopes of trying to salvage the situation, hoping that possibly they can get this female to feel a little bit better so that they will go out here and possibly drop that skid mark thong, and then they can go and he can get the taste of the atomic waste. But this brother had an understanding that his intangibles of manhood were far more important than going out here and impressing this female. And he left that female in that parking lot, and that's what a man does with this kind of female, because if she cannot respect you and respect what you're trying to do for her, you leave her for the next man, and you let the next man go out here and deal with her. And this female already had one lined up, so it really showed that a lot of these females do have these guys on rotation. And because they have these guys on rotation, this is why a lot of women act like this. They act all disrespectful and rude, and they believe they're entitled to a so-called experience, because what they want is a simp to go out here and give them everything that they want. And because they're used to simps giving them everything that they want, this is why these modern women become spoiled, haughty, and arrogant, and believe they are entitled to Michelin 5-star restaurants when they're dressed like they just got out of bed. Because this chick looked like she just got out of bed to go out with this brother. She made no efforts to dress up for him. She made no efforts to try to reflect positively on him and where he was taking her. She had absolutely no respect for this brother, and hopefully this brother will take a critical look at the way this female was acting, because the way this female was acting, again, showed me that she really wasn't serious about getting with him. No, she was looking to get a free meal out of this dude. And again, this just shows how little respect your, again, modern woman has for your modern man. But your modern man has to have the backbone and stones to stand up for himself, because if this woman won't give you your respect, then you take your respect by taking away your presence and walking away from this woman, and leave this woman for Pookie and Ray Ray, who will basically give her what she deserves, that slice of pizza possibly and a Pepsi, or they gonna get her some shrimp fried rice and some chicken wings, or they basically, and if they're really feeling like taking her to super high end, they may allow her to supersize the extra value meal at McDonald's, because that's all this female deserves from the way that she's dressed and the attitude that she presents. And in some cases, I would say you ain't even getting a slice of pizza and a Pepsi from me, because now that I've gotten to know you, all I'm going to do is get away from you, keep my money in my pocket, and thank God I don't have to waste any more time with a toxic female like this. I mean, this kind of woman, you just, again, leave her to the streets, and you leave her to be a part of the streets, because she doesn't appreciate anything a decent brother is trying to do. Because as I see it, you know, Ihop is, as I consider it, super high end for a guy who's making some okay money. I mean, that's a pretty nice restaurant as I see it for a guy. If he does go out on dinner dates, that's a nice restaurant to go to. But I have to now agree with Ringo when he says, you know, no dinner dates, because a lot of these females, they're just so arrogant, so spoiled, so entitled. No, if you want to see if this woman is serious, you really can't take her out to these dinner dates. No, if this woman is serious, it's like Ringo says, you know, she's going to cook for you, because she's going to want to show how her food is better than the fast food restaurant, and she's going to want to make that impression on you that her food is superior to that fast food, and she's going to want you to taste how good her cooking is. And that's why she's going to invite you to take her to the supermarket where y'all can go get some groceries, and she can go out here and make a dinner for you. I mean, for me, that's a better type of thing when y'all go into the supermarket, because y'all can talk about different food that you like. You can talk about different recipes that she's cooked, and you can get to know how she gets down in the kitchen. So that can leave a stronger first impression on you. You two talking in the supermarket where you're going out here and you getting the groceries and she's making the meal. That's a dinner date that I could possibly get with, because that's a dinner date where you're all getting to know each other, you're getting to connect with each other, and you're forming a connection as you're learning about how she cooks food. And that's a dinner date that a woman would want to go and do if she truly cared about a guy. But if she wants to try to get over the modern woman, what she'll do is try to get you to give her this fantasy where she's going to try to get this ideal so-called rich guy who's going to sweep her off her feet. But there's none of these guys out here at all, because these so-called high-value man she's chasing, that's a fantasy. So she's looking to be taken into a fantasy. And again, don't give her that fantasy, because all she wants to do at the dinner date is find a simp to go out here and give her a lifestyle. And some of these guys, they want to take her on the dinner date because they're thinking they're going to get a taste of the atomic waste, but all they're going to get is played by chicks like this in any place. Now, this was a video that one of my viewers sent me the video on, and if you guys have some content you want me to talk about, you can send me a link to that content, and if I think it's good, I'll make a video about it. But if you want to avoid situations like this, you can pick up my book, Stop Simping, Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, and you can learn how to avoid female predators like this. And you can also pick up Stop Simping in Cyberspace, and also learn to avoid females like this. And if you want to learn why women like this wind up single, you can also pick up my book, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single. So that's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and Kindle, Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Learn how to avoid predatory females like Instagram models and e-girls in their virtual con games with Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Get your copy of Stop Simping in Cyberspace in paperback and Kindle today.